Where were we? Words. Oh.
I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim.
Don't worry, sir. All the it's... I need to be leaving.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Let's go with the heretics.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Talk to him openly.
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Teleme has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We, of course, refused entry. Only the Norbs have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Let's go on notes. Friday, Port of Serene.
Could you tell me?
I'm gonna skip through this because it's not important.
Could you tell me? What do you...
Thanks, sir.
Now this is important.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavier and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
Be back soon, Captain.
We
Fine.
need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Start from this.
The place of this smuggler is filthy. But perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
Smuggler's journal. What happened? They cut off my internet. That's what happened. Then I called them, and then they turned me back on. I paid for the internet like, I don't know, 3-4 days ago. But they did not know that, because no one works over there, apparently. You know. And then they realized I paid for my internet, and they turned me back on. Yeah.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's. The young
Talking
cabin
about
boy who's
Werglia.
gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
You know, they don't look if you paid. They don't ask you if you paid. They just switch you off, you know. And then I need to call them to say how I paid for the internet, so they put me back on. No, I don't wait. I just yell. I yell like fucking crazy. And they turn me back on.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an
Yeah,
admiral
this
one
is
day.
Balkan. Everything is possible, you know that. Legal and illegal in Balkan. Come on, please.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about
We're
Captain...
gonna skip through this. What she thinks about
I need to be
Captain
going.
Vasco. There is one more idiot to talk with. Somewhere around here. That one. Sitting over there. It's so fucking easy to skip items they can loot.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know it, but like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds. He didn't go missing, he was taken.
What do you think about it? Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof, gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left, you get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you, the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
What the fuck now?
No. No idea.
That was strange.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs...
Okay, that's enough. Investigate disappearance of the not knowers. Find interrogated witnesses.
Thank
Fine.
you, Lara.
Strange story this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
I don't think I need to craft anything here. Check this. Complete quests, fine.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Eugene, hello. What's up?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken.
No, I made him
into
look like
firewood.
Geralt.
I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look.
They
Perhaps
cut
it'll
off
be
my
repaired.
internet,
If you
Robin.
can fix it,
That's what
I'd
happened.
be obliged. If not,
Apparently I didn't pay for it. Don't pay now.
That's not a
Even though I
solution.
paid for it.
I need to think about my options.
Oh,
And they
the
put me back.
father has forgotten to give his son his allowance, it would seem.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
We need to repair this crap.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Repair.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
I don't have metal
I
dowels.
could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
I'm gonna find them. They gotta be somewhere around here. I got lockpicks, so shouldn't be a big deal. Metal dowels. Take 2 out of 4 only. No. I need 2 more. Is that all there is here in the room? That's all. Metal dowels. Acquire.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new.
That's how they make games.
That
These
does
days.
indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess. Anything else?
Ask about.
How
We're
is
gonna
business?
skip through random
And
conversations.
then, yeah, but that's not.
Random conversations are worse than fetch quests.
With all these say
Right,
You know how
treasure
much
of
I
it.
hate fetch quests.
But
Ask him about the kidnapping.
I'm looking for a Naut, a young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
a note, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
No.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Sire, greetings, Your
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
What's this? 7 gold coins on the table. What the fuck? What's this? 7 more gold coins. They should have put 7 in this corner also.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What happened?
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive.
Is the combat at least fun and challenging?
And then they finally left.
And after that?
Yeah, I guess combat is
Go
cool.
out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen
You'll
those
see now.
same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Kills.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely...
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
7 gold coins. Get the fuck out. We go for that alchemist, and then we'll see what's gonna be next. That will be him. Yeah, let's do it. Why the fuck not? Anything to loot here?
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners. Making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the malachor they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
We're gonna set him free.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this... The mob.
Your methods, perhaps, but your...
So...
I'm gonna set him free. It works well, but you need a better PC for it to work well. That's about it. There are some frame drops when you're in the big cities, but nothing serious. It's optimized well. Haven't seen any bugs so far. Help him leave the city.
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Pretty cool.
Locked.
Use a key.
Let's go and find the alchemist. We need to get him out of here as fast as we can.
Yeah. Scored the charlatan. There's gonna be some fighting now.
Did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
Yes. I need to get you out of here. I've unlocked the service entrance. You will be able to sneak out of there discreetly.
Without being skinned alive by the mob?
You need to remain prudent. I will escort you to your cart.
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
Negotiate with the angry crowd failed.
To any unhappy patients.
Can we negotiate with the angry crowd? I want to see that. I mean, that's probably if you want to resolve quests without fighting. I guess. That's a bug. That's a bloody bug. First one. Let's try to negotiate with the angry mob. Not this. Holy shit, the camera. Where is the angry mob? This is the angry mob. I guess this is the angry mob. Angry citizen.
Please listen, I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you're angry.
Me? It's not money I want. That charlatan tried to poison us. I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high. And you too, if you're an accomplice.
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped. He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
Speak of a horrible side effect. Speak of a horrible side effect.
And so you plan on waiting here? I do not advise that. All of you drank one of those potions, am I right?
You're right, we did. Tasted of death. I did nothing for me ulcer.
As for me, I only drank a few drops. And my tooth is aching more than ever.
Alas, you need only drink a mere drop for it to provoke paralysis.
Paralysis?
A terrible side effect. The symptoms appear sooner or later. No one is spared from them.
What? Are we doomed then?
Everyone. Except, of course, those going to see a doctor to receive the antidote.
What are we gonna do? The doctor costs a fortune. We're all gonna end up like statues.
Listen to me, everyone. I know a good doctor that will help us. Come on, follow me!
That charlatan will just have to wait to get what's coming to him.
The alchemist is now far from danger, at least.
Go and tell him the good news.
Now I scored the charlatan fails. You can pick what you want. Basically, if you want to fight off or if you want to talk your way out. To me, it's the same shit. It's just the start of the game.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
I persuaded the mob to disperse calmly and without a fight. The way is free.
Very well. What power of persuasion? They didn't seem of a mind to hear reason from me.
You are free. Climb into your carriage and leave Serene immediately. Let me deal with Dr. Sahin.
I owe you my life, sir. I will be eternally in your debt.
I remind you to never step foot here again.
I have no desire to return anyway. Farewell.
80 gold coins. Inform the Alliance Ambassador. Go directly back to the Bridge Alliance Embassy. Yes!
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
Speak about the charlatan.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Covered the escape of the alchemist.
He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir-Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
1000 XP for this. Let's see what else is available on the map here. Find and confront the kidnappers. Inform the coin guard barracks quartermaster in Serene. That's straight in front of me. We gotta do that. See if we can loot anything around here. Although I doubt.
Sir de Sade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Move the cargo. Alright. We go to this noble family over there. Then we're gonna see.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. You're one of the prince's relatives.
Open the chest.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like...
And
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court.
Yeah, the Charlatan reward is
And to
better.
what do I owe the honor
Yeah.
of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact? It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
I'm gonna go in order, see what's left. I've never been here, eh?
Don't you worry now. You'll get your merchandise.
Sport. I can't move to this zone. There's a stealth in the game. Get what's that? This color were defined constantly. See the heretics. Master's office. We'll get to those warehouses first. Is that door? Fontaine family warehouse. It's a basement. Warehouse with nothing to loot.
It's blocked.
What?
It's blocked.
The fuck am I supposed to do when it's blocked?
Greenblood, do you need something?
Whether he ever felt lonely. What
I'm
the
leaving.
fuck? Why did I put that shit in a game? We go to this door. From over here. It seems like it's this. Yeah, it's this. Uh-huh.
It's blocked.
It's blocked how? With what? There's nothing in the warehouse. We go for this.
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Very constant, yeah. Use this door.
It's blocked.
Alright.
It's not possible just now.
Destroy level 1 science, chemical preparation of elemental damage. What the fuck? What the fuck? Enemy detection. Can go in stealth mode near enemies. Suspicious and detected.
This man is gonna bring the guard out if he keeps shouting like that. We should have got rid of him.
Stance.
Don't be an idiot. It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man.
You hug walls.
He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out or gag him.
Look at this heat. Oh yeah, stealth is bad. Well, whatever. Stealth is actually funny. What are you doing? See what's down. Ah, okay. I've been there. Serene criminal key. I think you unlock this. That's a safe way out. Fine. There are still kills. Constantine cell key. We'll check all of those items later. I really looted a lot. Have I been here? I was. I get a lockpick. Do I get XP when I lockpick? I don't.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress.
Constantine, it's me!
My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star. Always there to pull me out of my fight.
I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Companion equipment. Select Constantine from the inventory and equipping his outfit. Hold embroidered doublet.
If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always
I got 3 old embroidered doublets.
Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Kurt.
It is your highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow.
Elemental poison resist. Give him this. Sailor's coat. Take blacksmith gloves. Craftsmanship +1. That's why hinder. sort different? Sort them by price. He's got the best one. Let's save. Let's get the fuck out. Should I go outside and kill them? Let's see what remains. Find Constantine clothes and bring them to him. Why are his clothes that important? Are you fucking shitting me? Wait, maybe I need to equip him with what they said. Constantine. With this old embroidered doublet. Now it works. What the? Whatever. Learn more about now the contracts. Straight over there, port. Just a bit left. What about you?
Sir? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
No. Inquire on Madame Fontaine.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother
Iggy,
of the
good night,
cabin.
Iggy.
She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. And we are his only family.
As for help on the merchandise.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel,
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse and noted on the manifest will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office. Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Nauts?
Oh, how I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
Any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where are we? Oh, I missed that.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Corsilion. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nauts.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nauts. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nauts?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nauts as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Yes? Well, how can you...
What will be your official title on Tier 4D? Or are you just here to keep an eye on it?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor.
So that's our advisor. Fine.
I need to be leaving.
What to do? We need to find a cabin boy. But from the other side this time. Discover where Jonas is detained. He's here. He's definitely here. I don't need to discover that. Although maybe I get XP for it. I don't know.
If you wore a Naut uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them,
Drink
they might
laced
let
with
us in,
sleeping pills.
unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
What?
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Okay, but where? I can craft from here in the crafting table.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Okay. We need a crafting table. Crafting table. Where the fuck is that? Yeah, I know about crafting. Shut up. Let's see. Can upgrade weapons, armor, alchemical stasis, poison, chemical mix of magic, preparation, elemental, haze, major, fury, power, swiftness, balance, antidotes, resistance potions, armor, major, health. It's not it. Laced drink, that's the one. Science level 1 required. Bottle of brandy, sleeping potion. Well, we need science for it. That's a sleeping potion. Metal dowels, crude iron ore. Hate fucking crafting in every game. I'm gonna hate it here too. I'm gonna sneak. This time I'll go from here. Well, let's see what happens if we enter from here.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
My dear God. Dear Lord. They can't detect these two idiots. Only me. Seems like it's only me. No! Fuck off. Damn, there's more. Save, I need the chest there.
To my help!
I bloody knew it. Let's be patient. She really doesn't detect these two idiots. Holy shit, it's such a bad game design. But you detect me, eh? Oh, you bitch.